And we had Jordy Smith getting into the mix early on too, a former winner in this event. And Jordy threw some big turns on the outside.
Yeah, Jordy just going through the motions on this one. We caught up with him top of the car park a little earlier. And he was a little split there, but Jordy was definitely in good spirits. And he's got to be one of the favourites out here again. You know, he's had the win. He's already got a bell on the mantelpiece. Just hit a little bump there in the foot, disengaging with the tail pad, then goes into the goat poke position.
He's in the full goat poke. To beat Tom out here, that's for sure.
A famous victory, and we're going to see more history written again here on these long walls as we see Ian Gentil. Wow, really solid. Big, lanky surfer, 6 foot, 1 inch tall, and uses all of that frame in leveraging those big frontside calves. Really positive start for him up against South Africa's Jordy Smith and Brazil's Caio Ibelli. And Ian had a really good start to the season. Semi-final finish at Pipe, and that is an unbelievably strong start to this heat.
But he has a bit of spice to it as well. Let's look at the replay here. So starts off strong, gets that first tap, and that sets up this big carve. Sort of a double pump off the bottom, but roping power through the first one and a second one. Really engages that hillside rail all the way through. So 3 very strong turns through the bowl section. Then he gets a little bit of work done here. Throws the layback hack right at the finish.
Well, here he goes. Let's see what he can do. Climbs straight up over the lip on that first section. Nice bit of wall here to lean into a nice rail carve. Starting to build some speed down the line. Nice big lip line float there. He'll get back out in front of this one and work it over through to the inside and try and get a strong finishing turn. Just glides over the foam, rebounding now with a nice little cut back. And Caio Ibelli is going to get a score on the board here. 21 minutes remaining.
You're right.
Timing's got to be on point.
That was
here.
lovely by Kayo, showing a nice looseness and freedom in his first wave, which is really lovely to see. Really critical floater, giving him plenty of momentum to get round. And sort of, like I was just mentioning, he was sort of washing off the nerves a bit. Perhaps. It's like, I feel for these guys. It really is where the men are really sort of sorted out, and the girls, but it's like, just referring to that aspect of ourselves, we've got to really commit to every turn, like Ian Gentil's doing here right now.
Talk about commitment.
That's pure rail commitment. He's got a beautiful technique. It's almost like faultless technique.
As you said, that looseness and freedom when the pressure is on and you need a huge result. And it starts with getting some momentum in this opening round. Jordy, look at this section.
Jordy.
That was one of the turns of the day so far. Just so critical, that carve. And Jordy understands this wave so well. He's got a great pace to the way he surfs it.
And he's a surprise package to me.
Yeah, that was Jordy.
Good. And Ian Gentil behind him looking for a backup to go with that 6.33. Bit of foam on the face here. But no dramas for the surfer, sitting in 18th position on the rankings coming into this heat. And Ian does well to hang on to a tricky finish there. Plenty of bump on the face.
It's such a tricky finish. It's like that
and a crucial
section.
Finish, isn't it? It's like, it reminds me of Margaret River too. There's a lot of credit in finishing off your rides at this stop and at the next.
Super strong, that rail game. This is Ian Gentil. Spicy off the top. Bit more of a vertical approach here. Now he gets horizontal with the cutback. Just staying with the power source, and then we know the result of this wave. Just does a bit of foam work all the way through. Gets to the finish. But smart move. We've seen a few inconsistent heats in the last few hours, and Ian now banking 2 scores on the board. So he'll potentially go out in front, but Jordy Smith, he's going to drop a good number for that last wave. The waves are pumping, and we've seen a lot of good waves, but we haven't seen a lot of great waves yet. So nice to see Jordy opening up.
So still got a number to come through for Ian Gentil as we see Kayo on the outside, on the attack. Kayo banked to 5 on his first ride.
Pipe's like, and he really turned it on, and and that third place at Sunset, I mean, I thought he was in for a big final showing. Here we go.
Still certainly a keeper result.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
And just, sold a lemon there.
The boldest, yes.
Let's have a look at the replay here for Caio Ibelli. Went on the attack on the outside.
Yeah, didn't he? He almost did a re-entry manoeuvre as the lip was coming down. That first section gets a big wrapping cutback. And then comes through to the inside section here. So you can see surfing with a little bit more urgency now, Kayo. Starting to string it together. And Jordy on the outside. Wave choice, experience coming into play. Another huge hack. I just love seeing those lines that Jordy lays down on these big open faces of bells here. Comes through to the inside. So the one big turn out the back. Lots of points there. And he gets to the finish as well. Just slams it shut as the wave stood up.
I know that you can hear the crowd. You had so much support down here. I was actually sitting in the grandstand and it was like footy fever. It was absolutely amazing. What does it mean to you, and did you feel your performance lift with every cheer that you got?
Yeah, it's amazing. All my friends and family are down here in the one grandstand. My dad whistling and like everyone just going crazy, and I got to sort of like try and calm down a bit because I can hear them like on the wave sometimes. So it's pretty cool to have that, and to represent my hometown and try and do them proud. It's pretty cool.
You feel like you've trained appropriately and the boards, everything's feeling right, but the results aren't coming, and that's, as a competitor, the most difficult thing to deal with. You can see there just a throwaway manoeuvre for Kayo there, so perhaps a sign of some desperation in his approach.
I mean, Sharma did his work. And so, when I'm surfing one of his boards, I feel those guys. You feel the richness of his shaping. And it just fits into the line of the wave down here beautifully.
Beautiful, mate. Well, we just seen a magic performance from Jordy Smith.